Hey everybody, welcome in. This is Eric here with Community Connections this week, and we are joined by none other than Zachary Miller from We Flip Entertainment. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing great. How about yourself, Eric?
Doing good, doing good. We had spoke before, and the weather is beautiful out. Wishing there was more things open, and trying to stay safe, stay quarantined, and do the whole thing. But man, the weather has just been beautiful the last 2 days, right? I mean, oof.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's crazy. So we wanted to bring you on this week, Zach, and everybody. Tell us a little bit, before we get into like your business, a little bit about your family. I mean, you're a friend of mine and a neighbor. For people that don't know you, tell us a little about the family and how'd you get to Lake Nona?
Sure. We are a family of four. It's my wife and my two children, 1 and 4 years old. We've been in Lake Nona for almost 7 years now. We started when there was like 10 houses in
Wow.
Laureate Park. Yeah, and now we upgraded in the middle of that, and we moved on to this side of the neighborhood. We've been in our new house probably about a year and a half now. We love it. I'm originally from the east part of Orlando, now Waterford, Avalon area, but I definitely like this much better. This is
Yeah.
definitely the place to be.
Well, what's funny is there's so many people that I know of in Laureate Park that they moved and they've moved inside of Laureate Park. They've had a house, now they're on to their second or their third house in Laureate Park, and most people won't leave, don't want to leave. They're like, oh my gosh, I love Lake Nona, I love Laureate Park. I mean, we're in that same boat. I mean, we're right next to you guys, and if we were to move, it'd be like another house in Laureate Park, right? And I'm sure maybe
Absolutely.
maybe a bigger one, maybe a smaller one, who knows, right? But like, I mean, just the community here, right? It's pretty fantastic.
It's awesome. Yeah, definitely. And I think that even if we did it again, I can't convince my wife, but if I could, it would be another Laureate Park house.
There you go. That's awesome. So how did you? I know what you do, right? You're acrobatic. We flip. You guys are awesome. I've seen the video. I've seen you doing it around the neighborhood. How did you get into what you're doing? And why don't you explain to the audience a little bit about what you do?
Sure. I co-own We Flip Entertainment, which is an acrobatic performance company. We do acrobatic shows for theaters and out on the street for theme parks and special events. So we are mostly in the domestic U.S. We've got a couple of theme park clients here in Orlando and also in the Midwest. So we spend all year traveling and putting in shows, installing them, maintaining them for short runs for like 1 to 2 days, all the way for 3, 4, and 5 months at a time. But I actually started in martial arts when I was 5, so all the way when I was a kid. Thankfully, my parents did that for me, and I did that for a long time. And then I happened to teach a kid, and his dad owned a circus. And one day, out of the blue, the parent just asked me, "Hey, you want a job? I need a guy." So, at 16 years old, I ended up in a circus show one night only, and then I fell in love with it. So from there, when I turned 18, I went on tour for a little bit. I came back, I finished school, and then I was in the theme parks. I've been in the theme parks ever since. So over 10 years now, SeaWorld, Disney, Universal, all of them. And most recently I'm at Disney, Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. But then last year, my partner and I opened up our business, We Flip Entertainment, and now we are a third-party provider to the theme parks and special events around town.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's a super cool job. Obviously, I mean it's
I
obviously
love it.
something that you have a passion for, right? It's not your typical job, and the people that you meet, like, what do you do? I do backflips. I do crazy stunts. I do stuff. That did you always think, like, when you were in high school, like, yeah, this could be something, or was it like the circus and you were just like, wow, it kind of fell into your lap and you were good at it, and then you just went for it?
Well, I've always done the skills, but I never thought it could be a job for me. I wanted to be a lawyer, and I ended up on the way opposite spectrum. But um,
Yeah.
it kind of just fell in my lap. I was teaching karate, and I got an offer, and then I realized that I had a passion for it. And I think the one thing that I've learned is no matter what you do, you have to love it. And if you love it, then life will be great. If you're
No
not doing
doubt.
something that you love, then it's hard. It's really
Oh,
hard. I look forward to going to work every day. This is torture. I love my family. I love my kids, and we're having a blast. But it's torture. I want to go back to work.
yeah, the walls start caving in, don't they, in the house? You're like, oh my God, got to get out, got to get out.
Yep. Yep. 100%.
Yeah, what's that quote? Do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life, right? Like, it's
Oh yeah, absolutely. Such a great quote.
yeah, you have a passion for it. So How has, I mean, obviously the theme parks are closed. How has, you know, the virus and COVID really affected you?
Uh, Pretty badly. I'm trying to keep a smile, but to be honest, so luckily enough, so I'm still working at Disney as I start my business and run it. So we've been furloughed. So as of April 18th, I'm in furloughed. So there's that. And then the business, as soon as the virus kicked in and the park started closing, all of our jobs for the next 4 months have been canceled. So we were mid contract on a lot of things; they were all canceled right away. And then everything in the future for the next 4 months is canceled. Our next on the horizon is looking like September, and that's still a maybe because all the parks that we have those contracts with are currently closed. And so as the parks try to find their way, we're trying to do the same thing on our end.
Right. Yeah.
We're hoping it picks up.
Yeah. That's got to be tough, right? I mean, it's had an effect on, you know, obviously the whole country, the whole world, you know. So
Right.
it's been a challenging time. I mean, obviously, you know, unemployment numbers are going up and stuff like that, and you know, everything I read, you know, nobody really knows yet. Like, when are the theme parks going to open? Could it be a month? Could it be? You know, I saw some stuff the other day. They were thinking about the first of the year, but like, it's all guesses currently to see which, you know, who knows. You know, we're just trying to be as safe as we possibly can. Is there? Are you? I mean, I know I've seen some of your videos, so you're trying to stay busy, like, you know, filming videos around the house and, you know, stuff like that while you're free, staying fresh. Is that keeping you with the YouTube and everything? You have that kind of going on now to keep some of those juices flowing.
I mean, we're trying. We're really just trying to have fun right now. We're trying to plan for the future, and we're trying to see what we can do once the parks start opening. I think we are for right now. We are broadcasting shows on Facebook, and we're trying to put out the things that would have normally been things that would be charged for, like a park admission. You have to pay $100 to come see us. We're putting everything out for free right now. We want to take advantage. We don't. We're okay. Luckily enough, we all have 12 part-time employees, which all have full-time work. So
Good.
when we did have to cancel a couple things, so they weren't affected too bad. It sucks that we couldn't pay, you know, past that 7 days. But we paid everybody as much as we could, and then we went on. But everybody else has full-time work, and hopefully they can apply for unemployment and go that way. But we're just planning for the future right now. We were lucky enough to have a great year last year.
Yeah.
To be able to hold this over for just a little bit, and working on our own stuff, our website, and our website up to date, working on future shows, things that don't cost money on our end is what we're trying to do.
Right.
And planning and just trying to keep smiles on people's faces. Those, like the videos you mentioned, tumbling around in the house or outside or with the kids. Just trying to keep people interested and distracted in their current situation.
Big time. I mean, that's huge, right? Is there opportunities for you or your company to, like, because there's a lot of CEOs and executives and people come here to Florida and to Lake Nona to corporate retreats or business meetings, and they have their gatherings. Is that something that people could hire you guys for, as for like a team building or for a show? Obviously not a theme park, right? But something that people could say, hey, Zach, we want a few of your guys or you to come out, and we're having this event for a couple hours. Is that something that you guys do or looking at? Or
Absolutely. So our business is two parts: the theme parks and special events, which would include the team buildings and the gatherings and the general sessions. So we also do that. And anybody in Laureate Park, producers, executives, if you're looking to hire somebody, we're available. As soon as the social distancing has kind of lessened a little bit. But we are planning for that in case that means performing with masks on. We're gonna practice.
Right? Yeah. What's the best way for somebody to get a hold of you?
You can visit our website, which is www.wedoflips.com, or you can email me directly at zach@wedoflips.com, or we're also on Facebook, We Flip Entertainment, or Instagram at WeFlipENT. Any of those ways you can reach out, and we're pretty quick to get back to you.
Awesome.
And we're happy to help whatever you have, and open to new opportunities if anyone has advice.
There you go. You hear that, Laureate Park, Lake Nona? We're open to it. Think about it. So do you have a favorite flip or trick that you have done or that you do that you really like, or is it all kind of just like doing all this stuff and just kind of roll with it?
Well, so I got into the circus a little late. So all of my martial arts flipping and tricks are my favorite to do because I think those are ones I'll be able to take the longest because I've been doing them since I was 6. So those are my favorite. But I also do like a giant hula hoop. It's about 6 feet big in diameter, and I get inside it and I spin in it. That's my
Wow.
favorite because it's like, yeah, it's like a roller coaster all the time. So even when the theme parks are closed, I've got one.
Yeah. So is the wife like, you gotta quit doing all this stuff, get out of here, get out of the house. You're driving me nuts.
You know what? Sometimes it happens like that. Yes. One too many holes in the wall, and I get kicked out.
I hear you. Well, that's great, man. It's great to get to know a little bit more about your business. Obviously, anybody out there, reach out. The question I always like to end on every week is, I'm a big movie buff. I love movies. So, Zach, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. So currently, my favorite movie is Ghostbusters 3, the one that just came out.
Okay, nice.
Currently, but it's subject to change.
Okay. There's always a few. I mean, there's so many that I like. If PBS puts something on, I'm like, okay, Shawshank Redemption, gotta watch it now. It's on. Whatever it is, I end up watching it. Get down to Gladiator. There's so many movies that I could just watch 100 times.
Right. No, absolutely. Gladiator's a good one too. I like that one.
Oh yeah, for sure. Did you like all the old Ghostbusters as well, like the classic?
I did. Yes, I did. I enjoy them all, and I'm looking forward to the one supposedly that's coming out. That's back to the original cast. We'll see.
That'd be awesome. I'm ready for what I'm looking for most now. I guess is Top Gun. So
they're doing Top Gun again.
Top Gun 2, yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, Tom Cruise. I mean, that's a classic, right? I can't wait for that. All right, Zach. I just want to thank you for coming on this week. Thanks for everybody tuning in. If we can help out Zach, community, reach out to him. He's great at what he does. I see him out there doing it all the time. Check out his videos. Next week, we'll be talking to Mitch Golden with the Coffee Factory. You can, if you have any questions for Mitch, you can leave them here in the chat, and we will answer those next week. But until then, we'll see you guys. Have a good one. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Bye, Lake Nona.